Well, as I live and breathe, I come by to throw some trash away. It is a KLH Model 35, a dual turntable, and the strobe disc. Well, this will come home with us. We'll save the medical equipment. This stuff just keeps multiplying. What I had in storage was this 1969 Electrophonic, nothing special. I cracked the dust cover, AM/FM turntable unit, and it's all complete. It had a garage changer, but it looks like it's outfitted to accept more than one, probably a BSR. And I tried selling this in the past, but nobody ever, no takers. So these things are just multiplying. So we'll take the other one out here. We'll just place it on top of it for now. And that piece of wood I was throwing away was actually a top to one of these Fisher Price kitty tables. I just cut a 2 by 2 foot piece of plywood to put on it, because these are pretty strong with metal legs, and the legs store underneath the bottom if you need to. But this table is strong as anything. So perfect size to hold the new acquisition. Okay, back here at the KLH. Let's take a little quick peek at it. The High Fidelity house. That used to be a. It looks like they put their sticker over someone else's service sticker. In any event, they're no longer in business. Plastic bottom, circuit breaker. KLH Model 35. Like I said, this one comes with a dual 1214 changer. Let's get around to look at the front. Okay, here again, the dust cover is not cracked. Still has the KLH plastic covering there on it. I don't know how long this has been outside, but the platter is not warped from the sun. It is about going to be in the 90s today, so in any event, just see separate AM and FM tuning here. It looks all intact. We can lock the changer down. Again, the strobe disc that it came with. The spindle comes out for either a manual, an umbrella type. These use like an umbrella type spindle to draw up the records, and the 45 adapter is all inclusive, a rectangular type. It is rim drive, but it does have a variable pitch control. And that's about it for the, there's probably nothing wrong with this thing. Oh, what's the pickup here? That's a pick ring. I don't know what model cartridge, but the pick ring, and the it says D350 on the stylus. Go through a cycle here, see if, just make sure it's not in cycle. Yeah, it is in cycle. Put the queuing arm up. And beautiful. Oh, the queuing. A lot of these head shells are missing. People, this here you slide, I forget, forward or backward, and the whole head shell comes out to install the cartridge. I'm not going to do that now, but that's what the arm lift does. So there you have a quick spur of the moment KLH Model 35. We'll power this up at a later date. Nothing else. The Electrophonic is good at holding the other one on top of it. Okay, another goal for today was it being one of the hottest days of the year. Here is the time to start thinking about the snowplow, the hottest day of the year. And there's no end to the projects around here. You just look around and you see maintenance. So you just try to do a little at a time. Today I noticed on the plow, or the other day, that the hydraulic hose is, one of them anyway, is all cracked and frayed, and the last thing you want is the middle of winter weather to blow out one of the angle hoses. So the other hoses look okay there, And so I just went ahead and I figured I'd give it a shot. You can buy these online or whatever for about $30. Or what I did is there's a outfit up the road that specializes in hydraulics, and they made me up a replacement hose for about the same cost. And I was hoping that, and he said the rubber they use is this will be of better quality than the original. So I'm going to install that. I had already pulled the 11/16 threaded end off there. I'll reattach this, and I will at a later time purge these so you can get the water and whatnot out of here, drain the pump, and get it ready for another season. So I'll attach this and get on with it. This here is pretty straightforward. There's a coupler here because you can unattach the plow and park it. So that's how you disconnect the hoses from the angling pistons here. So I was a little nervous about getting this off because I've heard folks have snapped them off. A friend had snapped his off, or it had broken, and he couldn't get it out, so he welded that shut, drilled a new hole, and tapped some threads in there. Well, I don't have the means to do all that, so I figured when the line is bad, I'll just go ahead and replace it now on a hot day instead of in the middle of winter. We'll put this in. I did not put any fluid in this line. I perhaps should have, but we'll run it and see how see if it works. Check the leaks.
Alright, well, it raised and lowered okay, and I can turn it. I cycled it through side to side a few times. I'll lower it down and check the leaks.
Okay, looks like a go. Keep an eye on the others. That one appears okay. Rest of the hoses, but this one didn't look good, so it's been replaced.
Okay, on a whim, we did pick up another second, I wouldn't call it webcam, a dash cam, and this one was on clearance. It was under $40. Came with an SD 4 gig card, and the videos upload to most of the Movie Maker applications. So this camera is for what it is. It's a little better than the other one. It has the fisheye lens, but we'll show you some of this in place of the point and shoot video here. But now that the work's done, we're going to take a ride up to the one more errand. I'll pay a visit to the local rock quarry here and some pricing on a few yards of 3/4 inch stone. That stuff right over there. Alright, so we're pretty much set with that. Work out a delivery of some crushed stone. Okay, before I get up to highway speed, folks have noticed that they can't hear what I'm saying, so I'm going to just say that we had an issue with the car at highway speeds, and that's another thing we're going to check is how that's going to perform. I wouldn't have a problem driving around town, but when I have an 18-wheel semi behind me and I had to get on it, the car would be sputtering. And they suggested first try some Techron fuel injection cleaner, but come to find out, they asked when did you change the plugs last, and at 234,000 I'm like, I have no idea. I changed them once. So we put 4 new spark plugs in, and there's noticeable difference. In fact, the mechanic had to show his boss the spark plugs because most cars, there was nothing left of the spark plugs per se, and most cars throw the check engine light on and whatnot. But no, this car would just sputter up around 65, 70, but it's we're at like 60, 64 now, and we're okay.
Needed a battery the other day, a good top mount battery, and the local junkyard that had them, they were both worse than the one that was in the vehicle. So we're going to try jacks. I don't have my core with me, and in the rush of leaving I forgot it.
See what Jax can do for us down here. This is not our final destination. This was just a spur of the moment. This place has always been good to me. Let's see what Jax can do for us today. The junkyard on a hot summer day. Nothing like it. We have a Jeep like this. Trouble is, rot is what gets everything up here. Well, $10 more than what was available to us locally, but guaranteed 30 days, and it threw a pretty good spark when he shorts it out, so that was the test. Let's take a look. This is where we were told to come to scope out a possible used, good condition container. Seems the only economic choice if you own the land, because it costs too much to store televisions on another person's property. So let's see what these folks have to offer. Just have a number like 15210. So if I want this one, I'll call you and say, I want this one. Beige is good. It's earth friendly. Okay. Because now we're in close proximity. We're going to take a jump in the ocean, the Atlantic Ocean. I'm going to look for a parking spot, but you should look up Salsbury Beach, Mass, and look at some of the vintage footage of all the amusements up here that are since gone. This is almost abandoned up here. It's going to be residential housing, high-rise condos, and a fishing pier. But this was really something in the heyday that I remember. But we'll take a pass through, and you can compare to what's been archived online to see where we stand today. Okay, this is still the beach area, but I'll come in slow and you can compare. There used to be all kinds of rides, amusements, Ferris wheels. There was a fire a few years back that took down a row near the ocean, but as you can see, other than a strip club over there, there isn't much going on here these days. wanted to stop here and just pan. That was the pirate's den right there. And it just loops around. That's the ocean out there. I'll get you some shots. That's the road that burned down right down there. And what didn't burn down was washed away. Let's see if we can park. The Tripoli Pizza is about the only landmark still in existence that I remember. And Christie's Pizza. Virtually nothing left here. Here we go, right here. Yeah, when we park, you don't want to get too close to those. Go down to the ocean. Holy crap, we got 53 minutes on the meter. That's unheard of. Alright, if we walk down here, there used to be arcades on either side. As you can see, this side had a fire, was washed out. I'll show you the remnants of it momentarily. I want to say that punching bag is the same punching bag that was here when I was in high school, which was, I'll say, some 30 years ago. The same machine. And across the street here is the remnants of the other row. That's about all that's left today. Still a nice day at the beach. I can't tell if the tides are coming out or could be coming in. Oh, and that feels super good. I have have to get the camera away from the salt, so we'll just get a little shot before we get wet. That was quite refreshing. Okay, just one more pan. This is where the Frolics was. Just to give you a perspective. That's where the beach club was. And that's just looking down the main drag here. Again, looking down, that was another amusement park over there, where that sign is, which is now a parking lot. And that's about it. Okay, it's time to say goodbye to our little summer escapade here, and it's probably the last time you're going to be able to get to park here at the beach for $1. Actually, I put 2 quarters in. One of them didn't register, so I'm assuming it must have been Canadian, because I put 2 quarters in and it only ticked once on the time. We'll round out the day with a quick look at our truck. Put back together. There's some sides added, and the bed's been painted. It has what's called fluid film on the frame, and the new leaf springs. This stuff stays wet. Okay, good enough. We'll call that a wrap. Okay, although the battery has a date code on the side of 1211, it started up the vehicle here just fine. So I'm good with that. This is just on the positive to protect in case of rollovers. And we're in good shape. We'll do it one more time here.